Welcome back, friends, to Battle Brothers. We got some orcs to fight. This ain't gonna be easy. I was really hoping there'd only be those two berserkers there. There's three of them. Anyways, we need to focus these ones with the two-handed axes. They are terrifying. So you lads that have spears, got a spear wall. Everybody else, just wait. Now Loderak, I think actually take those throws. Yeah, unlikely to hit, but I mean you've only got 5, and then as soon as you're in melee combat you need to switch to your battle standard anyway, so... If any of those had hit, it would have just been a straight bonus. We have to all out focus on these berserkers as quick as we can. And then hopefully we can shatter the morale of the orc younglings. But this is the kind of fight that could go very bad very quickly. I want to hold with the net. I want to see if any of these guys break through the spear wall. I want them netted. Unfortunately, that dude is behind cover, so we've got to switch to this one now. 69%, it's not time yet. Switch to throwing weapons, I don't think. Fuck, just not doing enough damage. Nice, Loderak. Bonus damage. And this is probably the second and last turn I'll be able to spear wall. Yes, okay, awesome. That's one berserker out the fight. I might want to net that lad just to slow him down. But no, I'm not going to abandon my high ground. Yes, yes! Good job, Northbane. Look at the audio levels, the effects. Popping a little bit there. Yes, lads, good job with the spear wall. We definitely have to net this guy now. It's not yet time to step forward. Let's see if they keep... Oh, there you go, there goes this first spear wall down. I think now I can switch to a throwing weapon. Unless... Am I better off targeting this lad? Because I mean this one is wounded. That one's already panicking. Now you might think move someone down there and attack this lad, but the thing is now in the next turn, even if he breaks that net on his first try, he'll then be able to move up and won't be able to attack. At which point I can use one of these two to rotate Khan the Betrayer out. To see if any more of these green nerds get past the shield wall. There you go. Southern flank is collapsing. Attack the dude with the cleaver is more dangerous. Loderak, do you have quick hands? You do, so I can throw one throwing axe. 70% accuracy, or I can just stab with the battle standard. I think I want the battle standard hit. I think I can drop the spear wall now. I'm ready for them to come in. Most of these lads are breaking anyways. Shit. I always forget that the enemy can actually recover like that. And I think Bobbin's one here, if he had crippling strikes, he could have inflicted some wounds there. This is problem. Maintaining the high ground is more important than getting an attack off the turn. Oh Christ, here we go. Northbane! Good dodging, mate, good dodging. And he kept moving around, thank God for that. Damn it, Eric. Hold. Excellent shooting. Okay, now Trevor Belmont, I want you to decapitate this green motherfucker and have them all watch. Yes! A little bit of a morale effect there. It's a bad miss. Oof, headshot there would have been great. Excellent. Okay, the main thing is the berserkers are either fully panicking or nice and wounded. Bobbins, hang on to your fatigue actually. Pity he doesn't have recover. Off with his head. Oh, throwing net. 65 gold well spent. Yes, boys. Actually, that was unnecessarily dangerous because he isn't broken. But he can still one-shot George Warhammer. Throwing weapon? I think so. If we can't cover that guy before he escapes. Yes, we can, and it makes the final guy panic. Awesome, so we only got this one lad here to worry about. Hopefully he's going to panic. There he goes. Axes, love axes. Well done, 13th Legion. Honestly, this fight has gone about as well as it could have. But make no mistake, this is a fight that absolutely could have gone tits up very quickly. Think about the orcs, even the orc young, they're glass cannons, but good god, they can do a lot of damage. Right, so George Warhammer, light tank. I'm actually going to refer to my builds. I made a little Word document with my builds on it. You can check it out in my Discord under the text channel, Stobbie's builds. And George Warhammer is a tank, so let's check what I planned. I wanted fast adaptation at level 2, then gifted, then rotation, then shield specialization, then student. Okay, so let's take shield specialization, which doesn't up melee defense that much, but it's going to make him make sure that he keeps his shield. It'll take at least 2 or 3 shots to destroy it, and it means I can invest in a heater shield for him, which will get his defense up nice and high. I don't like buying heater shields unless I have shield specialization. It's so disappointing when you spend all that money on the shield only for it to get shattered in the first hit. Heavy tank at level 5. Same, I think. Then I can get students. Fast adaptation, gifted, rotation. There and a 3 there is very. Hit points and fatigue. Shield breaker, adrenaline first and then quick hands. Okay, but I've already picked up student, so it's kind of. I think taking adrenaline at level 1 is typically on the assumption that you have a Dane axe to be able to break the shield, adrenaline, attack on the next turn before the enemy can react. Suppose I could quick hands and use a crossbow or something, but no, he doesn't really have. Go for adrenaline. I'm gonna have to just mix my leveling order around a little bit. definitely going to repair these orc weapons. You get such good money for them. Successful hunt indeed. Cheap bread. And then once we head into town, we can quite easily make a fortune selling those orc weapons. Deliver. I love a good delivery. Where are we off to? Day to the west, you say. Feldsheim. I think Feldsheim is the city that generates the salt. That could be good for profit for us. Oh, man. Arms. I'm exhausted. Just came back from the gym. It feels so good to be getting back in the gym. I had a month where I just felt lazy and useless and work out at all. I've been hitting it hard again for the last week and it's exhausting, but fuck, you feel so good. Feel the pump, the muscles. I can only encourage all of you guys to get out there, work out in. Now I'm trying to get 7,500 and we'll absolutely get there, but when you get tools this cheap, 2, 5, you don't turn it down. So let's review the levels quickly again. You guys keep commenting why aren't I going above 12. I know I can, but I don't want to dilute the XP pool any further. And if it wasn't for this ambition we're going for, I would have been hiring more soon. But I quickly want to finish the ambition, then we're going to go on a hiring spree. We'll get 2 more lads, get them to level 5, then get 2 more, them to 5, so on and so forth. That's a bit profit there. There's the ambition done. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we will keep 5 sets of armor. Like that. We want to start stockpiling throwing spears, but I'm going to need to expand my inventory before I start doing that. Farmers, I do love a good farmhand. Let's just camp up a little bit. Oh, wait. Yes, perfect. Nice little patrol mission. What does the execution event do? A public execution is not to be missed and provides entertainment for the whole family. Food and drink are abundant during such an occasion, but merchants may also try to take advantage of the spectators. How does that affect prices? We'll swing by Necromancer's Retreat and see if we can't pick up a patrol of zombies. Oh, that's a cheap militiaman. We're going to come back and buy him for damn sure. What is our war dog situation? We've only got 0 war dogs. Got 1. Where's the kennel? We'll definitely swing past the kennel. Tavern Temple Barber. Butcher. Underberg. Yes, lads. Gain renown and we gain inventory space. We had 108, we're up to 135. Excellent. Oh, let's go hire that militiaman straight away. I mean, around about 500 gold for a militiaman. Hell yes. Rabe the footman, hired. Let's take a look at you. Okay, I like that the stars are in the right place to make you a raider. It's a pity that that star in resolve couldn't be in fatigue and that these 1 stars couldn't have been 2 or 3. But this looks like a 2-handed raider. Hang on, let's just calculate what his melee skill is going to be. I would say greatsword because his melee skill isn't that great. But melee skill 1 star, 2 to 3, so let's call it 2.5. Plus 3 for gifted, so 28. 58 plus 28 is 86 at level 11, which I think is pretty low, but it's just high enough to justify. Let's make him a mace raider, because we absolutely need a two-handed mace user. And he's going to have to wear light armor because he doesn't have enough fatigue to be a heavy armor user. To the name submission list and the random number generator. Spin 45, 4 and 5. Silius Sodus. Welcome, Silius Sodus. You serve us well. Quite a promising career ahead of him with those stats, I reckon. And Khan the Betrayer can now probably move to the front line. Yeah, he's got rotation, he can move to the front line. To rejig these weapons a wee bit. 57 is a touch low. Who was it that I gave? Okay, so North Bane. I do need a shield breaker. Kaber has very low fatigue. It's gonna have to be Kaber. Got 2 shield breaking solutions on the front line. Bunch of swords. He's got above 65%. Like Kritikoi, I feel like maybe, just maybe I can justify making him a flail user. But then again, he's going to be a defensive monster, this guy. When I give him shield expert and taunt, he'll be able to take so much heat off of the guys next to him. Yep, Trevor Belmont is our cleaver master. North Bane, I think we can make him a flail, definitely. Be flail tank. I might even make him a, not even a tank, a heavy flail duelist. But I've already taken shield expert. Fuck it, someone's got to take flail. Where's my leveling guide for tanks? Fast adaptation, gifted, rotation, shield specialist. He'll go back for student. And he'll get battle forged, then brawny, then his weapon specialization, then recover, then taunt and steel brow. I can do better than that, but gotta get. Boomhold, Night Blind, probably fine. Not looking for an archer type anyway. Actually, we are looking for an archer type. But as it happens, that's awesome melee skill. Actually, it's actually, well, the 2 stars is awesome, but the starting value isn't. So if you look at the guy we just hired, Silius Sodus, he's only got 1 star, whereas Rumold has 2. But if you give 28 to Silius Sodus, that gets him up to 86. And let's see, 2 stars in melee skill that's 30. Plus he can get 33, so 83. He'll actually be lower in the melee skill than Silius Sodus. So starting value, important. He's going to have to be a shield user, that's for sure. So what one-handed weapon do we give him? I think let's make him another torturer. Another light torturer. That's going to give us cleaver and whip usage. Note to self, I must buy at least 1 whip. River Belmont. 10. This level 3 is fucking dreadful. I wonder if I shouldn't have one of these new lads just step forward and use the great axe to break a shield. And I can split these hand axe users up a little bit. Who's got the highest defense then? That would be Silius Sodus. You know, Eric the Red has higher. So let's go like that. Eric the Red moves forward, breaks a shield, breaks a shield, breaks a shield. Bannerman, crossbow, crossbow. Did we not have a second Warforker? There it is. Bam. Okay, so random generator. The number 52, 5 and 2. Mazuma, welcome Mazuma, one of my oldest and longest serving veterans. So now the final two absolutely have to be ranged fighters. I think now we are firmly in the hire and fire to try to get ourselves archers phase. So we're going to be doing a lot of hiring and firing of poachers, because I don't believe that we can actually hire hunters. Nice, we're up to max tools. I'll go that way. Dead man staked into the ground. Good. But isn't that dead man staked into the ground event a precursor to the undead invasion? It's a sacrifice of some sort. Don't know. I mean, that is eminently doable, but the thing is, I don't have high enough resolve. It's such a pity about those geists being in that group. Makes it so much more difficult. Defeat another mercenary band. That's quite a nice one. Get armor attachments, because we can just buy some armor attachments. Defeat another mercenary band. Go for the armor attachments. 6 armors with attachments. How many do we have? I think we're 0. So, any dire wolves on site, we'll try get them. He said before stumbling into a giant group of Nachzehers. I think we should stagger this if at all possible. But everyone has enough spears. And trust me on this, guys. The spear walls are the way to go against these Nachzehrer. Dependable damage. The Nachzehers can be surprisingly dodgy and hard to hit. The lowest fatigue. Okay, 69 was the lowest. Eric the Red, you are not going to do a damn thing with that X. We don't need throwing axes so much as javelins because they don't have armor. And a pitchfork. fine. One up front is using a butter knife. Oh no, I think that is a dagger of one of the other lads I took out. Build. Let's get him. Okay, I'm not crazy about the starting position. I think we'll move back line here, front line here. Maybe the way to do it is see how many blocks the front line can move once they put their spear wall down. It'll do. A waste of fatigue because they're only going to hit the front line at least once and no more than that. 1, 2, 4. But we do have to spear wall. Hope it's all level 1 Nachzehers. So just running around the map and hoping we can fight enough unholds or wolves to be able to get those armor attachments. I don't think is realistic. I reckon we should fully focus on just buying the attachments. The full spear wall is a bit overkill. 21 is a lot of Nachzehers. And we have seen in previous playthroughs where you get unlucky with these first few spear wall stabs. The whole mission can go pretty badly, pretty quickly. And there's the first one. Now the whole southern flank is compromised. Oh, see? So it's been asked of me in the comments before, usually when that happens, well, why do you bother spear walling? Why don't you just have weapons that do more damage? So the thing is, you kind of have to give yourself the best chance to have the spear wall succeed. And you're not going to do that if you don't have a spear wall. The thing is, that whole comment of why don't you use a more damaging weapon doesn't hold up when the spear wall does work. I think you just have to kind of start with a spear wall, hope for the best, and if it doesn't, just be able to deal with it. Like here now, I need to scramble to get forces down to the south. Try to help out. Caver Beast. Have quick hands. It's a great hit though. Northbane, I think you need to shield up more than anything. Just keep these three busy. Bobbins is in for a bit of a pounding on the next turn. There's reinforcements on. In fact, I can even pull Criticoi out there. No, Criticoi! What the fuck, dude? Why would you go that way? Oh, you absolute tit. That kind of ruins everything. If I had more fatigue, I would have maintained that spear wall. Remember, one of the main things when you're fighting Nachzehers is to be super careful about when you choose to kill them and drop a body on the floor. Like in a situation like this, you don't want your frontline guys to be being the ones that on their turn get the kill, especially with their last bit of AP. You want them to be able to... Am I going into contact with that one? I think I do. That one good. Because if you kill one, you want to make sure you have someone to move over that Nachzehler's corpse. There's nothing worse than like killing a Nachzeher, then they get to act first, they go straight to the corpse and get a feed off. Okay, their morale has shattered quite nicely. This feels pretty good. This is our fight to win. So I like that my guys on the flanks have shield expert. I believe actually they use less fatigue to put shield wall up. I must check that up. I think that's the way it works. Yes, see how their morale shatters. Not Caber Beast. Excellent. Lee! You bastards. Stupid dog, why wouldn't you go after the ones that are fleeing? I need to go back to the kennel where I bought these dogs. Be like, I wish to register a complaint. I'm sorry, we're closed for lunch. Never mind that, my lad. I wish to complain about this dog. What I purchased not half an hour ago in this very boutique. And I can go and complain about how he doesn't chase the fleeing enemies. Oh yes, the Norwegian shield hound. Yeah. Beautiful dog, isn't it? Beautiful coat. If I felt like torturing you guys, I could quite easily recite that entire parrot sketch. It's one of my favorite comedy bits of all time. Get him! And I want to make sure we can hunt down all of these nerds because I need the heads. Get him! Kill! That's javelins, man. So much damage. When I look at my build order, I think I might actually want to give throwing weapon specialization even to my crossbowmen. With the extra damage, with the throwing weapon specialization from being close up, and if you are fortunate and able to get your hands on legendary throwing axes, you can do so much armor damage. Get them, lads. None of these disgusting things can escape. Stabbing. I need to get 2 out of these 3 because currently we've only killed 18 of them. Nice, adrenaline for the win. I don't see us catching any of the other 2. It's unfortunate. Get him. That's not getting him. we didn't quite flee. Did you kill my dog? Headshot. Killed. Bastard. God, man, buying and maintaining war dogs is so expensive. Oh, he's not running straight for the edge. Interesting. Okay, he wants to give us his head. Thank you, little Nachzehrer. Awfully obliging of you. Oh. There it is, 20 kills. Well done, lads. We should be able to make a Nachzehrer necklace out of that as well. 19 out of 20. Let's go back. Cable Beast, light tank. Yeah, give me that +3 and +3. Tank. I really like Shield Expert. It's only giving us 3 extra melee defense. But you'll see that'll be much, much better once I'm able to give him a kite shield or a heater shield. An accuracy on Khan, I think he was doing on 6 light dagger. Shop on your reflexes, no. Who's our lad that has dodge? The Belmont. It gives you initiative. Will help then get his fatigue. Well, yeah. Is his fatigue because his initiative doesn't go higher. His fatigue. 15% of character's current initiative. 15% of 9 is the highest it can go. The next level we'll give some points into initiative and I start going 1, 1, 1, 1 to get those higher. Okay, but you were using the other hand axe, I believe. In Northbane. That. The weapons look right now. Not a huge payment for this mission, 1400 gold. But it is a noble mission contract. Reputation improvement and therefore worth it. I feel like I have to hire a poacher wherever I can find one. Faint-hearted sucks, but I mean if he has stars in the right place, he could still be good enough. He does not. Dreadful. Just dreadful. I'm not need here. Need a maximum of 9 spears. 1, 2, 9. And I'm sure I want those boar spears on someone here. Maybe you lads with the less than 60 accuracy. Go back to spears. Still got your training wheels on. That doesn't help. Food's expensive there as well. You'll get paid. Webneck's always useful to fight, but it doesn't mean I gotta go back to the spear setup. I think I'm gonna only start carrying daggers when I specifically see an enemy with armor that I want to go for. Yes, with an enemy that has armor. That goblin spear. I already gave it out. Okay. I think Trevor Belmont, with his accuracy and his good cleaver usage, he doesn't have to be holding a spear. He can just be flanked by guys who do use it. Yeah, same thing with Eric the Red. The web-necked web is a vital component of making that armor attachment that lightens how much armor weighs, which is... Oh, good shot. Headshot. Okay, decent amount of stabbing so far. As I sing their praises, they go and miss. Oh, on! Yes, Trevor, very nice. Oh, great shot, Sealand. Love my crossbow, lads. On. That's 3 out of 4 spear shots that missed that little fucking dodgy spider. Lucky little shit. It doesn't show them on the description, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have dodge. Fuck it, get him. Belmont doing work. You pretty dependably expect them to throw a net first. So if you have a numbers advantage, it's not that bad. Eggs, boys. I wonder if you get XP for destroying eggs. Never mind. Excellent. Level ups. This, I will admit, is a touch tedious though, having to go back and redo the weapon setup. Wasn't there another bandage? Hey, that was an okay little payday, 1500 gold. So you deliver a day away, 660. Fuck yeah. We'll end the episode there because it's what, 47 minutes by. This takes us north, which I'm fine with. We just got to keep grinding, keep getting that money flowing in. We'll stop in where? Runwald. So how was this episode? I think it was okay. We finally got over the 7,500 gold ambition, so we've got the extra inventory space. That's great. We hired 2 new lads, decent lads. And now we just got to buy more attachments. I think I'm going to buy the cheapest attachments that I can just to get the ambition done. 120. 240 for tools, but I think I want to buy that. I could pick up another crossbow. Hello, Rubsele. Oh yes, that's right. I'm actually going to go ahead and buy 2 heater shields and give those straightaways to my shield expert lads. So from 42 up to 49. That's not bad melee defense. It's really not. 34 up to 41. Excellent. And most of the lads will get that at level 6. Okay, the beast also has shield expert. We can buy 1 more of those then. But there isn't one to be had. That helm only impedes vision by -1. Give that to a crossbowman, but it weighs a lot. Eventually I think I want all my crossbowmen in leather scale and a Saleh helmet, which I believe takes them to 50% hit point reduction with nimble. And gives you 140 body, 120 head armor. And then if you chuck an unhold bone attachment on there, you negate the first hit. Which I find to be particularly good because usually the first hit that your backline takes is an enemy crossbow or warbow, because that tends to be what is shooting at you. But TK is actually a poacher, right? And it is now time we start tracking down those rumors. Okay, Good episode. Good episode. Welcome, Silius Sodus and Mazuma. Long may you serve us. Thanks for watching, friends. I'm Stobbie149. This is the 13th Legion. I'll see you next time.